Hi, everyone. So I want to take you on a quick tour of the limited editions website and show you the basic features. And then there are other videos which are going to dive into more detail on publishing, on purchasing limited editions, and on how limited editions fit in with the blockchain and how they benefit from the blockchain. But let's just do an overview tour and give you all a little bit of grounding and a sense of what's on the site. So the first thing that you'll do is click this yellow Buy Sell Limited Editions button from your Booksie homepage, and that will automatically bring you into the limited editions publishing platform. So this is your homepage, and it has a couple things on here, a little description about what limited editions are. It also has a button that you can use to publish your limited edition. And you can get back to this homepage at any time by pressing the Booksie logo, clicking on the Booksie logo up at the top left. And then it also shows books that were recently added or limited editions that were recently added, because they don't just have to be books. They can be short stories, poems, screenshots of things, whatever you think would be interesting for people to read or consume, and you want to create a limited edition out of. We mainly are going to probably have books, short stories, and poems because that's Booksie's focus, but it's open for you to experiment a little bit. So the second thing you'll see is there's navigation here on the left. So unlike Booksie, where the navigation is more horizontal, this is more a vertical navigation. And this is where you'll go from section to section on the limited edition site. So we'll go to My Shelf, and My Shelf is where you actually store the limited editions that you've purchased, as well as the postmarks that you purchase. And I'll talk a little bit about postmarks here, but that's something that's in beta, and I'll go over it more in the future. So a couple things to notice is that this shows you under your Booksie limited edition section the content that you've purchased. And so I have purchased State of Vengeance and Red Uppity, and they're both here, and you can access them from here. You click on them, and this would open them up, and this is where you can actually read the limited edition that you've purchased. And so there are a bunch of controls. You can read it as a PDF in your browser. You can open it in Google Docs. You can open it in a 3D viewer. You can download a copy, and you can send it to Kindle if you own one in order to read it there. So there are multiple options for you to be able to consume the limited edition that you have purchased. Okay. The other thing you'll notice here is that there's something called Chainletter.io PubHub. Chainletter is our partner company, and here is where you would store postmarks if you've used them. And like I said, I wouldn't worry too much about postmarks now. I'll lightly go over them, but nothing major that you need to think about. The other thing I want you to see is that you actually have a mailbox address, and this is the address to your digital wallet that holds the limited editions that you've purchased, as well as any postmarks that you've created. And you can actually click out of this, click confirm, and you can go to a site on the blockchain, and there are many sites like this that will actually show you your content on the blockchain. Okay, so not only is it stored on Booksie Limited Edition, but once you purchase a limited edition and it goes on the blockchain, it can be shared across the blockchain, and it will be shared across the blockchain. Now, that's not to say that the content is shared, but basically the wallet address that I have, and if you saw back on the site, it was claw 111111332. That's the same address here. So this is a mirror of the wallet that is on the limited editions website. You can see that address right here. Okay. So the other thing lightly to touch on, postmarks. Postmarks are a way to easily authenticate your digital ownership of a file. So it's a way to show that you're the owner of content, that you haven't tampered with it, and that it's authentic for writers out there. It's a great way of showing your authorship and being able to publicly share the authorship without having to share the file. So it's a way of protecting your work. As I said, we're in beta right now. You can try it out and read the directions to find out more about it. You can also see your account. It shows you your subscription level. any sales that you have if you've published any limited editions. And then we have something called OPDS that we're playing around with, and that allows external apps to also access the book if you allow it, so that you can share it with different digital mobile reading apps. There's a guide and support forum which brings you to the limited edition publishing house on Booksie, where you can ask questions about limited editions and share insight and feedback. Um, there's a publishing house, which is sort of a central platform on the limited edition site for all the books that were published. So it's a way of just organizing the books. And then lastly, we have your author account, which you can go in, and the author account shows, once again, what's sort of in your wallet. This is public facing. So if you wanted to share what's in your wallet with the general public, you can go ahead and do that. And you can customize this page. You can provide an image. You can set a profile link so that you can easily share it on Booksie or on social media to send people to your author page. So I hope that provided just a quick snapshot of what the limited edition interface looks like. Thanks very much. As I said, there'll be additional detail in other videos. Thank you. Have a good one.